All right, y'all. I am headed out to, all right. I am headed out to the greenhouse looking for a pair of flip-flops. Nope. Okay, these will work. I'm about to commit the ultimate sin. I am going to thin my tomato seedlings. Dun, dun, dun! Oh, man. That's right. That's right. Let's go. Hey, girls. All right, welcome to Plant City here. So, I have so many tomato starts. So many. And let's see here. These are some that I started a little later. Here's another tray that I started even later, so they're just getting going. And a lot of them only have one per cell, so I'm not doing anything with those two trays. There's my 2 micro and a can challenge micros. All right, you might be asking me, like, why are you doing this? Well, I started probably around 400 different varieties of tomatoes, and I think I did 3 to 4 seeds per cell. So 32 cells per flat, 12 flats. It's a lot of tomatoes. And I just put these out. I just put these all out in the greenhouse on Thursday. It's now Sunday. And they've like doubled in size. Some of them tripled. And I've still got 2 flats of peppers that I need to up pot. And I just don't want to up pot all of these. That's a lot of work, and I have other things that need to be done in the garden. I've got a couple of garden beds that need repair. There's a couple of new garden beds that I need to help my husband actually rebuild, and a couple more that need built. I've got to get some dirt out of the way for him so he can finish those. But I don't have time. So here's my plan. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take inventory of what I've got, and I'm going to thin to 2 tomatoes per cell for the time being, because I do know that this Thursday I do want to up pot at least 2 or 3 trays. So if I thin to 2, I can up pot those and then kind of go from there. I have never purposely killed a tomato start before, ever. I've killed a lot of them, but not on purpose. I've sat them outside too soon, and the cold got them and stunted them, or I've started them entirely too early, and they've been in their pots and got root bound and got stunted that way, and weren't very healthy. I have even overwatered and overloved them to the extent that I've killed them, but to destroy them on purpose, I have never done. We are gonna do it today, and I'm gonna take you along with me and kind of talk about some of the varieties that I've got, what I'm excited about, what didn't germinate, and we'll just see what kind of video this turns out to be. All right, so very quick tutorial of how to thin your tomato seedlings. So these were all started first week of March. So they're what? What is it? March, April. Are they 6 weeks old? All right, let's take. All right, they need watered too. So let's take this one for example. So I've got 2 really nice looking ones, and then one that I don't even think this was going to do anything. Maybe this isn't the best example, but we'll take these. So why do I want to thin? I want to thin because I don't have the time to pot up all of these. I'm also going to thin because then I can leave these in the pot. I can leave the ones that I don't remove in the pots, and they have more room to grow, because 4 to a pot is just too many for this size pot. So this feels wasteful. This does, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're cringing, because I'm kind of cringing too. Okay, so I'm gonna set this here and then I'll show you how to thin. Can I do this? That'll be the thumbnail. All right, number one that I'm thinning is Moonstone. All right, so I'm gonna take a look at the ones I've got here. A lot of mine like had trouble getting out of their seed cap. Apparently that has something to do with moisture, but if you just remove it, I feel like this one and this one look pretty healthy. So here is how you thin tomato seedlings. I am taking just my fingernail. You evil woman. So I'm gonna compost this. I will compost all of these. And we'll do it to this one because it's smaller. Boop. There we go. Now these will have more room to flourish in this little pot until I either decide to up pot it or thin it to one. Gotta say, it didn't feel good. It did not feel good to do that. I just don't have the time this year to up pot all of these. I really want to make sure that I up pot all of my peppers, which some of them didn't do so great, but I have this whole tray right here to up pot. I'll try to do that tomorrow night, and then I'll try to do this one Tuesday and Wednesday night after work, because I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, so hopefully I have a little bit of energy to up pot those. But today's task is thinning the tomatoes and doing inventory, so let's get to it because it could be a little bit. So I'm going to try to create a little bit of room for myself. Here's all the do you remember the, what were those? The little tomato seeds that I left, and some of them are starting to do okay. This one needs to come out of its shell. There we go. They're starting to pop up there. At least they all didn't die. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We've got like 13 in here that's coming along, so I'm gonna make some room for myself here. Let's just grab one of the trays here and bring her down. Oh, and another thing I wanted to do, I splurged and got a bunch of Bootstrap Farmer trays. Oh my gosh, these things are great. If you have a little bit of extra cash, invest in Bootstrap Farmer. This stuff is like, where the other ones, like, I flick them and they crack. I'm like, ugh, never again. I'm not buying Bootstrap Farmer all the way. All right, so let's get this one down. So I bought 30 new trays, and I'm going to put these all in the new trays. Ooh, oh, I just dumped water on myself. Ew, okay. Oh, okay, is this the micros? Ooh, okay, so I've got 2 trays of micros too. I don't think I'm gonna thin. All right, so I do want to show you this. So the roots are starting to come out of the bottom. So I think now that I've got the Bootstrap Farmer trays, because that's another thing. These are so sturdy that when you put the, I complained about the insert before. All right, the other ones are so flimsy that when you put these in here, it would like bow out on the sides, but with Bootstrap Farmer, it doesn't do that. So I think it's time to put the inserts in. And oh, see, there's like 4. I don't know, because I wanted to give a bunch of these away. This one here looks really rough. And I'm not quite sure why. It's starting to look okay. It's got like weed in it. But I've only got 2 of them. No, I've got 3. This one is Garden Pearl Micro. But I mean, it's looking okay up at the top, so maybe I'll just leave it for a little while longer. I don't know, maybe I'll just leave these for a little bit longer. Definitely need water. All right, so I'm gonna put these all, just transfer these from this to this, and then water as I go. A lot of them look really good. They were looking a little bit eh. Maglia Rosa looks very, very fragile. Maglia Rosa. Maglia Rosa looks fragile. Groovy Tunes. I only got 2 of those, and I really should up pot that little one because it's just getting crowded out. Let me put it over here in the corner. Maybe it will get a little more fun. Okay, so this needs to go inside. This is a flimsy crap tray. I think I do want to up pot these. At least try to do some of them. That's a lot though. Maybe I'll thin the ones that have 4 to 3. Oh gosh, it's so hard. It's so hard, guys. Oh. Okay, let's just set it aside. I'm gonna set it over here. Alright, this is the other micro tray. And I'm gonna put this, put this one in here. Oh. Red furry boar. I planted red furry boar twice and still nada. Boo. Micro. This is getting dirty. So some of the ones that didn't germinate at first, I replanted. And so they're a little bit behind. Only 1 ink spot, only 1 Christmas tree. Little Red Riding Hood, only 1 Trailing by Jaja, or is it Bahaha? Only 1 Zippin' Zanecki. So I got really a lot of just 1s. And Rosie Finch, that other tray. Oh cool, I got another Groovy Tunes. I planted it twice, that's awesome. Another crappy tray. Okay. Let's get some work done here. Just put the ones that only have 1 here. All right, so this one here has 3, so which 2 look the best? This one has can't believe I'm doing this. Oh yeah, as I go, it doesn't get easier. I know people do this like on a regular basis, but in my 5 years of gardening, I have never done this. So this one looks interesting because there's 3 that look the same and then 1 that doesn't. Guess I'll leave 1 of each. See what happens. So I'm trying to take a look at them and see which ones look the best. Clean them up a little bit. This will just make me feel a little less stressed out. It's okay. This is okay. I'm surviving. I'm surviving. Look at this one. It's called Fuzzy Wuzzy. It's fuzzy! Oh, I have a hard time thinning it. It's kind of small. Maybe I'll leave 3 in this one. I hope I don't regret this. I guess if I do live to regret it, I won't do it again next year. You live and you learn, right? You learn by doing. Alright, I've got one tray done. I can't remember if I had said this in another video, but you see the leaves right there? I don't want to mispronounce the word, but I'll put what these are. So these first leaves, once they're done doing their job, they get yellow like this, and then they'll fall off. And I've seen questions about, see how those are kind of falling off? I've seen, and they'll just kind of break off real easily. Once they yellow up like that, they're done doing their job. But I've seen people ask questions saying, is there something wrong with my plant? My leaves are turning yellow. Nothing wrong with it. Those bottom leaves, there's the word right there. When they're done their job, that's what they do. They turn yellow and then they fall off. So nothing wrong with the plant. These are what are called true leaves. Bumblebee. What's something else I wanted to tell you all about? So I had a big issue with the seed caps not wanting to come off of, and there was a lot of those leaves that were still like stuck together in the cap, but the plant just did its thing anyways. Now, years past, what you can do, I might have talked about this in a vlog too, if you spit, like take a little bit of your spit and rub it on that seed cap very gently, you can usually kind of wiggle that seed cap off. I had so many tomatoes this year that I was growing that there was no feasible way for me to do that, so I didn't. Honestly, I'm glad I didn't, because years past, you know, you try to be very gentle, but if you're not and you break those first leaves, then your plant's done, because those are the leaves that are going to suck up the energy, create photosynthesis to create your true leaves. So if you don't have those two little, there's the word again, leaves, because you broke half of them off trying to get the seed cap off, then, so I don't know if it's worth doing that. Maybe just leave things go. And usually if the seed cap doesn't actually come off, then there's something not right about that seedling anyways, because that happens sometimes too, where it'll sprout but the seed cap is so stuck on there. I don't know. I have had a few of those that I found in here as well. I'm getting down to my last couple of trays here, and I did end up, this is hard, guys. I know you think like, you probably spitting nails at me. Why would you do that? I ended up leaving a bunch with 3 in them. Whenever these are kind of little. I've got a tray here where they're like, bam. And I'm gonna pot those up. They're flopping over. They got a little leggy. Not sure what happened with that tray. Maybe the lighting was off or something, but those are getting potted up tomorrow instead of the peppers. I think the peppers can go another day, but I'm potting those up in red solo cups because I can bury the root. I can bury that stem down really deep. But because these are so little, I was like, I'll just leave 3 to a cell. So I did that with a few, quite a few. But like, see, this one's got 5 seedlings. I'm gonna take out 2 of those. Oh, here's an example of that. Both of these. So I'm gonna get rid of both of these, but you see how the seed, can I show you guys? Look, where's the camera? See the seed cap is still on the 2 leaves right there? Plant still made it. Same thing with this one. There's the little seed cap. There's the little seed cap right there. Plant still did okay, but even so. Oh, still got 3. See, there was a lot of them that the seed cap stuck to them, but still turned out okay. So, you know, I don't know if it's worth risking the spit thing trying to get it off. I'm gonna say no, because I have had like so many. There's one. Little seed cap. stuck. See, like, this is kind of what I'm talking about here, where it's stuck and it never actually makes its way out. And there's actually no leaves inside there. So I'm taking the cap off, and there wasn't any leaves inside there anyways. It was just like a little stump. So I think, in my opinion, don't mess with them. They'll make their way out. So, like, now I can take the seed cap off, and it's just fine. Even if I did ruin those leaves. Still just going through, terrorizing my seedlings. This one, let's see here. I'll keep all three. So I'm kind of looking at the variety. This one's got 4. I'll get rid of this one that's a little lopsided. So I'm looking at them. If they're all like leggy, or like these, both of these are kind of wonky do. La Cadera, like, what happened to those? Something was wrong with those seedlings. So I'm down to 1 La Cadera. See, look, there's a seed cap, and it made leaves anyways. It was like, I'm doing it. So I'm keeping both of these. Brad's Black Heart. This only has 2. There's another example of where if the seed cap doesn't come off, it wasn't gonna come off anyways. Seed cap doesn't come off and it doesn't create leaves anyways. Probably wasn't gonna be that good of a seedling anyways. All right, this one has 4. This is the honeycomb hybrid. This is a cherry, so I don't really. We'll make this down to 3. Only got 1 of Susie's Beauty. This one's got 4. We'll take out. So I'm kind of looking to see. So one of these is not like the other. So I'm looking at that too. Because there's been a few, not a whole lot, where there'd be 3 that look the same and then 1 odd one. Like maybe I dropped a seed, or maybe this seed, I don't know. So we'll just get rid of that one. This is kind of like, oh yeah, this is fuzzy blue balls. So it's fuzzy too. I love these fuzzy ones. They're so cute. They're just so cute, little fuzzies. Little fuzzies. I can't wait to see what kind of fruit it makes. Oh, it's gonna be a good gardening year. So there's another example of the leaves that when they're done their job, they shrivel up yellow and fall off. It's fine. I gotta get rid of one of these. They all have that same weird, this is Lotos. Do you see that weird marking on the end of the leaves? They all have that. And underneath too. It's kind of wild. I don't think there's anything wrong, because they all have it. It's pretty cool. You know what? It's so cool. I'm gonna keep all 4. Okay, I think I got a couple more trays to do. I think I need, yeah, 2 more. All right, y'all, there's my pile of sins right there. That's so sad. So I'm gonna go put these in the compost. It's okay, it's okay. Everything's an experiment. I'm not sure if I like this, but it's done. I did it. Clean up my mess here. These are the duds. So I'm taking the micro dwarfs inside. I'm taking those inside because they need done. I need to get a lower tray And I need to water everything again, but these are all the duds. I got a few that I'm not too happy about. This one right here, Behemoth, I don't know. Behemoth, Ruby Gold, Rapunzel, bummer. Emerald Giant's a bummer. Reinhardt Craft White, bummer. This one here, I tried twice. Shimmer Free. I was really excited about that one because it's supposed to be variegated, and then lychee. I tried that twice and nada. I don't know what's up. So Wild Fred Dwarf, tried that twice. So there's some Orange Accordion, Dutchman. I think Dutchman was just old seeds, so I traded for more seeds. This one here, Tashkent Heirloom. So, I mean, overall, not too bad. Just a handful of ones that I will take the tags and I'll put those in a Ziploc baggie, and that'll be the reminder of which ones were failures for me. Well, I hope you all weren't too disappointed in me with this video, but I feel that it had to be done. I didn't take out as many tomato plants as I thought I was going to. It was, you know, baby steps. The greenhouse is getting filled up, and I can't wait to share everything with y'all as I go along. So don't be too hard on me in the comments, please. And until the next one, I hope y'all enjoy your day.